So my family and I, we love aviation, most specifically World War II aviation, but we love all aviation in general. And every year I get to help the Lincoln Electric Company teach aviators basic TIG welding here for their AMP airframe license. We're at the Sun and Fun Air Show, which is the second largest fly-in air show in the world. So we're gonna go around and check out some really cool aircraft. The plane you see behind me is a Avant F4U Corsair. This plane was primarily designed as a carrier aircraft. A couple of distinguishing things about this airplane. You see the bent wings there? Those wings were bent and designed for a particular reason. Because it was a carrier aircraft, they wanted a large propeller with a big, massive Pratt & Whitney radial engine in the front of it. But to get the propeller to clear the flight deck, they would have needed a really long landing gear, which tends to be fragile. So by bending the wings down, they could go to a much shorter, stouter landing gear and still get plenty of clearance for that big propeller. So the aircraft you see behind me is the North American P51 Mustang. Now this aircraft didn't come around until closer to the end of World War II. And it came about because of two reasons. Number one, we didn't have a fighter that had enough range to escort our bombers all the way to Berlin and back. So the fighters would always have to turn around and come back, leaving our bombers as sitting ducks for the German Luftwaffe. Two, the Germans' aircraft would outturn and outmaneuver most of our aircraft. So we needed to design an aircraft that could keep up or outperform them. So North American engineers went to work and they designed an aircraft which is sometimes still argued as one of the most perfect aerodynamic prop-driven aircrafts ever designed, the P51 Mustang. This plane not only could outturn and outrun the Luftwaffe, it could also have range to fly to Berlin and back, providing cover for our bomber groups while they went over to bomb Berlin. So the aircraft you see behind me is a P40, often referred to as a War Hawk. Now a couple cool things about this aircraft. Number one, if you've ever heard of the American Volunteer Group or the Flying Tigers, this was the aircraft they flew. Also, you see the shark mouth on the side of it? Pretty intimidating, isn't it? It was painted there for a reason on these aircraft, to intimidate the enemy. So this aircraft was around before World War II and we used it all the way through the war. So this aircraft behind me is a P38 Lightning, and this particular P38 Lightning is very well documented. This is Glacier Girl. This aircraft actually landed on a glacier during the war and was lost for many, many years. It was later found and excavated out from hundreds of feet of ice to be completely restored and brought back into service. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed spending some time here at the Sun and Fun Air Show and with me from the DoRite Fabrication YouTube channel. I'd like to take a moment to thank my friends at American Rotary for coming down and spending a couple of days here in the shop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon.